Wild Nor'Western is considered by many as one of the longest and heaviest trains on the island of Sodor. Gordon usually pulls it and enjoys breaking the high-speed record of the year. It is an important train too and must always run regardless of any situation occurred. However, whenever Gordon is ill or busy elsewhere, James or Henry would have the chance to take the express for him, giving Gordon enough time to rest. Early one morning, Gordon was feeling rather stuffed up, and he was growing a little sick too. "Just as I suspected," said the driver. "Probably the bad cold from yesterday. It's clogging up your tubes something awful. Now if only we should have picked up some fresh coal back at the coaling depot." "Whew. Thank goodness there wasn't any gremlins in there," said the fireman. "Don't remind me," groaned Gordon. Just then, Henry chuffed in. "Morning, Gordon. Feeling a little stuffed up today?" "You could say that," said Gordon. "I see." "I have an idea," smiled Henry. "Why not have a good sneeze, Gordon? I mean, that might clear away the cinders and ashes." He could remember years ago when he taught some boys a lesson for tossing stones at him. All Gordon could say was, "Certainly not! The Fat Controller would never approve. Besides, he didn't seem to like your sneeze as far as I could remember. I just need to go to the works to have the old tubes cleaned. Now run along, my dear engine." All right, I'm going. Sheesh." Soon enough, Gordon was ready to move when Edward arrived. "I don't know, Gordon. Just what are we going to do with you, eh?" At Knapford, the station master was making a phone call. "What can you substitute for Gordon's Express?" he asked. "Well, there's the high-speed train that was purchased the other day. It's only got one power car working, but it's sure to keep up with the Fat Controller's timing." As soon as the arrangements by the Fat Controller was made, Pip and Emma were delighted to stand in for Gordon. Pip's cooling system was faulty, making her hot and bothered, but Emma didn't mind that. They felt honored to work on the Northwestern Railway. Meanwhile, James, following a little later with a stopping train, was surprised when the signalman walked up to the platform. "That high-speed diesel's failed," he said. "I want you to go gently until you reach it, and then push it to the next loop, and then go in front to pull it home." "Oh boy," said James. "Anyhow, what about the express passengers? Surely they wouldn't want to make a few extra stops?" "I'm sorry, James. Better that way than your people missing their stations. Off you go. Chop, chop." A little while, James found Pip and Emma about 2 miles in front.
"I'm sorry I couldn't help, but we are special lightweight coaches."
"Well, that's a coincidence," said James, who was already feeling puffed. "It's a good thing that I came to your rescue. Otherwise, what might the express come to?" Soon enough, James found it easier than he expected. Once the train was moving, the coaches followed smoothly. As for the passengers, if they wondered about the extra stops, they weren't complaining. They at least understood about Pip and Emma's situation. At Knapford, the Fat Controller met the strange train. "I'm sorry we're late, sir," said James. "I didn't mean to be late with my passenger train." But to his surprise, the Fat Controller was smiling. "Now, James, it wasn't your fault. I am quite pleased with you. You have saved an awkward situation. Now then, I want you to make Pip and Emma feel welcome in the shed while I arrange their journey back home." Yes, sir. Aye, aye, sir. But first it was now Pip and Emma's turn to be sent to the works to be mended. And, although I wouldn't say no more, or I'll spoil the next story.
I don't know what to do with them. Do you?
I don't know what to do with them either. You?
No idea what to do with them.
So many free movies, you won't know what to do with them. Sign up today for Comcast Digital Cable with On Demand and you'll get this amazing offer. You'll get over 250 free movies that are ready to watch when you are. Just call 1-888-COMCAST. Comcast Digital Cable with On Demand. It's Comcast.
5, 4, 3, 2.
We're blabbing to the king. Found iCarly studio stuff. This is backwards talker. Any word you say, it totally says backwards. Madness! Save us!
Random dancing.
Random dance track with you. Control the music. And total speed control. 3 ways to play. You stop or you lose. And Freddy's sound effects. So you can punkify your friends. They'll never know. What hit up? Backwards talker. Random dance pod. Freddy's sound effects. And Sam's remote with me. Each sold separately.
I think we might want to pick up the pace a little bit, driver. We must avoid the Noid.
What's for lunch? It's Hungry Hungry Hippo!
Hungry, hungry hippo. We're hungry, hungry hippo. We love to feed our face. We're hungry, hungry hippo. We're in a leading race.
It's Hungry Hungry Hippos. First to gobble up the most marbles wins.
Hungry, hungry hippo. We're hungry, hungry hippo. We love to feed our face. We're hungry, hungry hippo. We're in a leading race.
How's about dessert?
We're hungry, hungry hippo. Hungry, hungry hippo. Hungry, hungry hippo.
Chocolate is scrumptious when it crunches. That's why I love Nestle Crunch.
Chocolate is scrumptious when it crunches. That's why I love Nestle Crunch.
The blend of Nestle's creamy milk chocolate with crunchies tastes just as good as it sounds.
Chocolate is
Scrunches when it crunches. That's why I love Nestle Crunch.
Ali, 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 nully,
Hey!
Ali, nully, Ali, nully,
Hey!
Shua-chan?
Ye-chan, anime boy.
Takeda.
Hey, thanks for bringing me to the Metropolis amusement park, Clark. I never thought I would have this much of an experience. I mean, think about this. Winning games, prizes, and high in saturated sweets? But this place isn't joking around. I am amused.
No sweat, Kara. Even us Kryptonians can take a breather from crime fighting every once in a while.
You got that right. Maybe I should try going on one of them crazy rides to round up this delightful experience. Wouldn't you say so?
Perhaps. Hello? What do we have here? That tent looks very suspicious to me. I doubt that I would dare take a peek inside, but just in case of any suspicious characters.
I don't know. I mean, what if Lex Luthor is in there?
Patience, Kara. I'll have to take a closer look. You investigate outside.
Greetings, young man. Welcome to my fortress. Here in this crystal ball, it draws the truth of your future. Now, what do you say we have a look, shall we?
Very well, kind sir. This better be good. What can you see?
Why, I can see your future under the influence of hypnosis.
Yes. Follow the spinning wheel. And follow me, my Kryptonian. It's about time that you are put in your place.
You better lay your fingers off my cousin, wizard. Or should I say... Lex Luthor? Guess you must feel really ridiculous for forgetting to hypnotize me.
Oh, but I am not going out with a whimper. Luckily, I've kept it with me just in case.
Come on, hurry up.
Wait a minute, can't you? I've got 1 second left.
Marvelous. That'll keep you busy for a while. It looks like I'm not finished with you yet, Kryptonian.
Gee, what a weird rock.
Great Scott! Clark is in trouble!
Great Scott! What just happened?
I'll explain everything later, Clark. Right now, I've got Lex Luthor to take care of. Now that's what I call the hot seat for old Lex Luthor, I assure you.
They became both the best of pals and Hollywood legends.
Precisely, especially considering that the last two employees didn't exactly make the possible delivery.
Now, they're going to showcase to you some of their famous bits and the moments from their film successors. Join Darrow Duck, Dakota and Richard, Winfred Wolfe, and more in the Inacio Studios original series, The Ryan and Johnny Comedy Show.
I'm tired of eating all this junk at night.
You got a better idea.
Hey, guys, over here. All right, punch it.
Wendy's has a better way to satisfy those late-night cravings.
Welcome to Wendy's.
Everybody hide.
We make everything fresh right when you order it, like our hot and juicy classic hamburgers and our famous spicy chicken sandwich. So you can eat great, even late.
It's good to be nocturnal.
Wendy's, it's better here. Our pickup window is open till midnight or later.
I live in a hole. I'm snazzy. I'm screwy.
It's Whack-A-Mole! The light 'em up, smack 'em down, fun time classic. Whack those wacky moles, send them back in their holes. But you gotta be quick, or else.
Keep it up, you're on a roll. Let's play Whack-A-Mole.
Whack-A-Mole from Milton Bradley. Batteries not included.
Swimming Ariel, swimming Ariel.
She's Ramesses in Disney's The Little Mermaid.
Ariel's so pretty. Watch it happen now. She changes color.
Wow! Follow her and she'll swim with you.
She's swimming by herself.
Beneath the water, clear and blue. So much to see and do. Come share her world. She loves so well. She's swimming Ariel, swimming Ariel.
Battery not included.
Garfield, I need your help.
That goes without saying.
We have to tell cats out there about new Alpo cat food.
Hey, cat food is for the unimaginative.
Imagine this. Alpo cat food so full of nutritious proteins, every serving's like a balanced 7-course meal. And the taste.
I'll be the judge of that.
So, Garfield, what would you tell cats about Alpo?
2! Demand seconds.
New Alpo cat food, canned and dry varieties, tested and approved.
Now, when it comes to our company, Progressive Insurance Corporation, we specialize in discounts, rate comparisons, and 24/7 live support, all at no extra charge. So does that make any sense to you, Gabby?
It sure does, madam. In fact, there's plenty more where that came from. So, do you think that will cover the insurance?
They became both the best of pals and Hollywood legends.
Precisely, especially considering that the last two employees didn't exactly make the possible delivery.
Now, they're going to showcase to you some of their famous bits and the moments from their film successors. Join Darrow Duck, Dakota and Richard, Winfred Wolfe, and more in the Inacio Studios original series, The Ryan and Johnny Comedy Show.
When we last left the island of Sodor, Gordon was feeling under the weather and had to be sent to the works to have his engine looked at. So naturally, Pip and Emma were to substitute for his express trains for a while. That is, until they were facing themselves with difficulties of their own. With no choice given, our old friend James arrived on the scene and decided to set things straight once more. Back at the sheds, the other engines were quiet at first, but they soon found the diesels friendly, and before long they were interacting and laughing together like old pals. James, of course, was glad that Gordon was away. He might, he thought, so easily have said something to upset him. Gordon was glad to come home next day. The Fat Controller was waiting for him at Knapford Station.
It's good to have you back, Gordon. It turns out that Pip's cooling system has failed, and I want you to take her passengers home.
I certainly will, sir. Right away, promised Gordon. As soon as the big blue engine backed up onto the train, the driver said, "Right then, today, Gordon, my lad, you can have the run of your life." And he did so too, and was having a wonderful day. At last, peering from the window, the driver saw Gordon's hill.
Oh no, not again.
But his driver knew what to do. "Find the biggest piece of coal you can," he said to the fireman. "Once we have enough lumps, Gordon's speed will be given a big boost. Now let's hurry along, or the big hill will beat us." So with no time wasted, the fireman shoveled for dear life. Slowly but surely, Gordon found himself going faster than he had ever gone before. At last, the fireman found the biggest piece of coal that he had ever seen.
"Well, if spinach could be good for that sailor man," he said, "then this will do the trick."
Thundering through the big hill, Gordon now felt that the slope was easier to climb. Cautiously, he opened one eye, and then he opened the other.
"Oh yes, I've done it!"
he smiled.
"Express coming through!"
At last, Gordon arrived safely at his final destination, just as Thomas chuffed in.
"Well, it's about time you showed up," said Gordon. "Oh, I cannot chat right now. I've got a train to run. Toodaloo!"
And he chuffed importantly away. "Bubbling boilers!" chuckled Thomas to the coaches. "Have you seen anything like this?" Both Annie and Clarabelle agreed that they never had. The next day, when Gordon came to see Pip and Emma, he decided naturally to apologize.
Afternoon, Pip. Emma, I hear tell that you did a fine job with my passenger train yesterday.
You could say that.
Well, I came here just to say that I'm sorry that I was doubtful of the concept of high-speed trains, because at least I now know that the best way to keep the passenger trains running smoothly is to not only let others take to the occasion, but also to share the express trains with others until the day's work is over.
As soon as the last sentence was spoken, Pip and Emma could only grin. From this point forward, the express trains have been sailing rather smoothly, not only thanks to Gordon's approval, but also thanks to Pip and Emma whenever he's away. All three engines are now great friends, and they're quite unanimous on the subject of taking turns.